What's going on, everybody? Out here in the garage and just got a package from buddies over at LoneStar Adhesives. So let's go through it, show you what I got, and let's do a project. All right, so I got everything laid out here just so you can see what we're dealing with. So Lone Star Adhesives, the main products that they put out is adhesive. So we've got a roll of their adhesive here. Ultimately, you use it and you can use a heat press, apply it to whatever you're going to apply it to. It has farther applications than leatherette and leather that you see here. But these are some of the products that they have in their store and you're able to purchase. So adhesive first. And then you've got some of their actual leather products. You can see it's a pretty good, thickness of leather, and it's got the adhesive already put on there for me. This one as well is another actual real leather. And then these last two, these are some leatherette sheets. So I use leatherette a lot with the hats that I make, and so I want to compare these to that leatherette over there that I get from a competitor. Just see what the differences are, see, quality, all of that. We'll hit it with an engraving and just see how they compare. All right, so first off, we've got these two sitting side by side. This is the competitor, and this down here is the Lone Star Adhesives. So let's first, some of the things that I noticed right off the bat is, I think you can see this in the camera, but the Lone Star Adhesive Leatherette is much thicker than this other leatherette that I have. So that's the first thing that I see, and honestly, having that be a little bit thicker makes it feel more like a real leather. Even holding it in my hands, like I can feel like this is substantially heavier than this, even though they are exactly the same sizes here. So you can see same size sheets, but you've got a much thicker, much durable feeling product here. And then for those of you that have never used leatherette, just to understand some of the composition is you've got the top layer that is the layer that has like the leather texture. And then just underneath the surface of that is what it's going to engrave to. This one is going to be a black. Lots of other ones you'll have like a black to silver, or you could have like a brown to gold or a black to gold. This one is just goes to black. So it's the leather texture, whatever it's going to engrave into. And then you can see there is a layer in there that's almost like a felt product that is in between the leather product and the adhesive. So even that felt here feels like it is thicker than what you're getting on this one over here. So, I mean, I can definitely visually tell the difference as I'm sitting here looking at the camera itself. So, I've done tons of patches. You'll see some patches that I've done either on Instagram or even in some of the videos that I've done with Leatherette. So you'll see those, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do an engraving on this, and I have a whole batch of hats to do with this product. And actually, hang on just a second. I have a patch here. So this is a patch that I did that was actually out of this same leatherette. Actually came out of right there. So you can see it has a nice stark, dark engraving. And we're going to compare this to the Lone Star Adhesive Leatherette, and we'll be back in a minute. All right, so I got my standard engraving settings going on here. So 500, 25, 50, 40 to cut. And so I'm going to go ahead, just run this spot right here in the corner, just so I can see, if it engraves the same, cuts the same, and then we will be able to go ahead and see what's going on. So let's go ahead and send that over to the machine. All right, so taking a closer look at this, I mean, it is a small piece, but it looks like it's getting some good depth, which, I mean, honestly, the other stuff, I don't think it got this deep with those same settings. It is for sure thicker when I look at this here. so it'll sit a little bit more proud on the on the hat. So yeah, looking good. Let me go clean this real quick, and then we can get a better look at it. So still looks pretty good. I almost wonder, I might back down the power just a little bit and give it another run and see what that looks like. It might have gone a little bit deeper than I wanted it to. So let's give it one more try. All right, there we go. I think that's going to be the money right there. So pull that out. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that better. Not as deep, and it's not as didn't burn around the edges as much around the edge of the engraving. That's what I think I'm going to go with. So I'm going to do a couple of patches, make sure that they look good, and then I'm going to run the whole batch. All right, and here are two of the test patches, and I think we are ready to rock and roll. They look pretty good to me, pretty clean. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, we'll run the rest of them and get it done. Nice and easy pull. All right, well there you have it. There's my batch of patches. I like how thick they are. It definitely, you can tell the difference. So I'll get these applied to the hats. All right, so just finished up these hats, and they're looking money. So there's on black. Here's our white and green. So all looks really good. And I used the exact same settings that I used for my other leatherette I get from other suppliers. I do 285 for 30 seconds with kind of a medium pressure on the hat press. So I don't have a fancy hat press. I don't have the Hottronics, the 360. But yeah, mine just heats from above. So yeah, 285 for 30 seconds. So my general takeaways, compared to the other leatherette that I've used, the Lone Star adhesive is definitely a thicker material. It stands out a little bit more proud on the hat rather than being almost pressed flat. It is slightly more expensive, but from what I can tell and what I have seen in the community as well, the adhesive is better. And we're also talking about the thickness of the actual leatherette itself. So there are some quality aspects that go into that price. And we're also talking about a small business, somebody that we're supporting that's right there in the community with us. So, so far, super impressed with the product. Definitely something that I'm going to include in my lineup of materials. And I'm excited to do some other patches and some other materials using just the raw adhesive that I can apply to those materials, like a duets, kind of a plastic material that will be a patch as well. So watch out for that video. But yeah, that's kind of my general thoughts right now. All right, and that is all she wrote. So if you liked this video and you are interested in Lone Star adhesives and the products that they provide, go to lonestaradhesives.com and check them out. There are a couple of discount codes out there. I will update them as there are some available down in the description. But also, you can go and join their Facebook group. I'll add that link down in the description as well. A lot of times, Josh is doing his discounts there in the group. So check it out. Be part of the community. If this video was helpful, you liked it, please go and like the video, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.